Hello, dear friends, and welcome back to my channel. I am certified life coach Talia here to combine my natural gifts of intuition with the science of life coaching to bring you guidance and tools that you can use to create your best life possible. Today's video, very exciting for me because I love to garden, but today's video is going to be all about the seeds that you are planting, the seeds that you have recently planted. We're going to get some insight on the energy surrounding what the manifestations that you've been putting out there, what you can do to nurture those manifestations, and the harvest that you will be able to reap, the blessings that you will receive, and hopefully also get some timing into that. As you can see, we have 3 group options today. Group 1, 2, and 3. Group 1, you have the basil seeds, the dark opal basil seeds. Group 2, you have this wildflower mix. And group 3, you have the purple crushed cauliflower mix. As usual, use your discernment to decide which group or multiple groups are calling out to you. You may be drawn to all 3 groups, and that is a-okay. If you're drawn to more than one group, it just means that you have messages sprinkled throughout multiple different groups. This is a general reading, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Not everything that I say, not every example that I give may resonate with you. Either way, the energy will still apply. So apply that same energy to your life. Before we get into it, I would like to ask you to take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment letting me know what you think of this style of divination, I guess. Just to help support the channel. It helps YouTube to know that you like what you see and that you want to see more of it, and it helps me to accomplish my mission, which is to reach and help as many people as possible create their best lives by being that bridge between source energy and you all, offering you guidance and tools as a life coach that you can implement to create your best life possible. If you need more time to decide on a group or multiple groups, pause the video here. Otherwise, when you are ready, you can find your timestamps listed down in the description box below. You can click on that and you'll be fast forwarded to your messages. I'll see you there. Hello, group 1. If you chose the dark opal basil seeds to plant, these will be your messages of the seeds you're currently planting, the manifestations that you are putting into action right now, how to nurture those manifestations, and the blessings that you will be able to reap after putting in all of that hard work. So I've already pulled the majority of your oracle cards. We'll plant your seeds. I'll speak about any intuitive downloads that I'm getting as I'm planting your seeds, and also go over the meaning of basil. Check out your oracle cards. We'll get some tarot cards, and then finish off with some final messages of the blessings that will be coming in for you, and just some final words of encouragement from your spiritual team. So let's start with your book here. So you have basil. First off, with trust. I feel like the seeds that you are currently planting or recently planted was being able to trust yourself more, trust your intuition, to tap into your intuition more, your spiritual nature, your spiritual gifts that much more, to help guide you, to be able to see things clearly, I just heard the word objective, to be objective, to maybe be a little bit less emotional and reactive, and more proactive. But let's see what your card has to say. I feel like also, before I read this, I feel like also what you are planting in your life is having more faith in the universe, having more faith in yourself, believing in yourself. You've maybe been doing a lot of spiritual learning, perhaps, if that's the right word, but just really getting more into your spirituality. You've maybe been doing some shadow work, I feel, to clear up anything that's been holding you back, to clear up any, I feel like, lack mentality, negativity, pessimism, just really helping to transform yourself into seeing the world differently, into showing up in your life and other people's lives differently, and really creating that life that you see for yourself in your mind's eye, in your imagination. Let's get a little bit more. I feel like also the fact that I have this dark purple basil here, it's really about you, once again, just really trusting in your intuition and allowing that to guide you. I feel like you've been working to really let go of, you've maybe felt ungrounded, uprooted for quite some time. Like life was happening to you and like you had no control in life. And I feel like any healing work that you've been doing, any work on yourself, you could have been working with a counselor or someone, it's really helping you to let go and let God, so to speak. Allow things to trust in the process is really what it comes down to. But let's get your seeds planted, and then let's read the book for you. You had 4 seeds come out here. So this is telling me that what you are cultivating in your life is a deeper sense of stability, security. Once again, I felt like there was some ungrounded energy, like life was just happening to you, and you are beginning to start a new process. You could have already gone through this spiritual awakening once and it's just deepening, but stepping into a new process of not letting life derail you, just being able to go with the flow, allow things to flow, and you just be proactive and follow those signs is what I am getting. So let's give you some water here into your beautiful plant. Okay, let's set that off to the side for you, group 1. All right, your card 21 with basil. It says, basil will indicate energy surrounding trust and the workings of relationships. Consideration and putting more into gaining harmonious ground are required, and although this does include romance, basil is referencing any relationship or connection. Education and travel are all areas that are shining with positive vibes at the moment, but be wary of being in situations or relationships that you know are not good for you. That's where that feeling ungrounded energy has come from within your life, group 1. You maybe gave your trust over, your love over to people who did not earn it, did not reciprocate it, and that left you feeling rejected. It left you feeling hurt. And it's like you've really been trying to work on yourself so that you do not allow this to happen again. Trusting in those red flags that you might see right away and being strong enough and confident enough to walk away from it. All right. Your chakra card out is prayer with the solar plexus chakra. And you have here and now, card 32. So these first few oracle cards are really giving me some insight into the seeds you're planting and how to cultivate them more. So you've definitely been living on a prayer. I heard that song as soon as I saw this card, the Bon Jovi, living on a prayer. You're wanting things to change. And in the past, or even now, you maybe had a tendency to really focus on the past or project into the future. And what you're currently manifesting is how to be more present so that you can see those signs, see those red flags before it becomes an issue. Being able to trust yourself in what's happening. It's almost like I'm getting this image of someone who has maybe had a tendency to put people up on a pedestal, the people around you, even jobs, careers, sort of just living in a fantasy world of having all these high hopes and expectations and just being very disappointed when those expectations are not met. And it's like you're realizing this about yourself, or you have recently realized this about yourself, and now you are coming into a place where you are trying to build your spiritual, your emotional strength, and being able to stand in your power and say no, right? Stand up for yourself. And it's like you're realizing that you were giving so much of your power away because you were so focused on how people hurt you in the past, and maybe trying to control situations now so that they wouldn't hurt you in the future, whether this is romantic, friendship, family, or even within a job. And what you're currently planting or have recently began to manifest is just being more present so that you can accept that support in from the universe, from your intuition, when it's trying to tell you what's good, what's bad, what's meant for you, what's not meant for you, so that you can keep yourself from getting hurt. And so that in the moment, you're able to take what's being handed to you, say those lemons, and turn it into lemonade. I feel like there's been this energy of feeling like you've been caught off guard in the past. And you were caught off guard because you weren't fully in the present. You were sort of in fantasy worlds of dreaming about what's going to happen in the future and not really seeing all the signs in the present moment. But you're getting really clear, really focused on the here and now. You could also be drawn to group 2. I believe they have the focus card with the cauliflower energy. You're creating so much change in your life, group 1. And this change is, what does her flag say? Her flag says, you are here. I don't know if you see that. It's like no longer are you going to be living in this fantasy world of wishing that you were elsewhere, wishing that you were in a different time when life was easier, or projecting into the future of when am I going to find this person, when am I going to find my forever person, when am I going to find that job that fulfills me, whatever it is. You're focusing on this present moment and doing what you can, following the signs that the universe is sending you to create your best life possible. I feel like this energy of you really stepping up and becoming your own hero, choosing to take life into your own hands, no longer waiting for things to happen. It's like the seeds that you're planting is that you are finally meeting spirit halfway, accepting that support, accepting that everything cannot go as you would like it to go, and that all you have to do is work within those parameters. I hope that makes sense to you. It's like I'm being drawn to this Scorpio energy too. It's you've been stung, but those stings have made you stronger, and you're taking all those stings and using it to make you stronger. You are alchemizing your past, releasing the future, allowing things to happen as they are meant to happen, and focusing on this present moment, doing what you can today to create the future that you want. Your tarot card that fell out is the Death card. This is all about what you can do. Ooh, I want to leave that there for you. Let's take this out. These tarot cards are going to give me insight into, I just spilled dirt everywhere. What you can do to nurture this manifestation. And with this Death card coming out, I just heard let it go. And I feel like that is what you are trying to do. What you are wanting to do is just let it go. Let the past go. Release attachments to your future even. Just being present, finding joy and happiness in this present moment. This is all about bringing in an end of a cycle into your life and creating that change that you want to step into a new beginning. A new beginning where you trust yourself, where you're following the universe, where you're trusting in the universe, where you have faith that your dreams will become a reality, not trying to control it any longer, releasing the fear that has left you in this space of needing to control everything. This is very a maturing energy, very much a maturing energy, group 1. If you watch my channel, then you know that I believe that emotional growth and maturity goes hand in hand with spiritual growth and development. And that's exactly what you're doing. You are growing. You are maturing emotionally. And because of that, you're about to step into a whole new beginning. Or I can't say a whole new beginning. A deeper understanding and awareness and control of your intuitive abilities, of your third eye. I'm seeing clairvoyance. I'm seeing claircognizant abilities. Just going to a whole new level. Your next card out is the Wheel. The end of a phase. Bringing in a whole new one. I can't even make this up. Like, this is so beautiful. All you can do is, what you can do to nurture this is to allow things that are not meant for you to fall away. Because as you release that weight and let these endings come in, you get to spin the wheel. You releasing the weight allows the wheel to begin to turn in your favor, bringing in this new beginning. What this card spoke about, romantic relationships. It spoke about relationships in general. You may just be calling in soul tribe. You may be calling in that forever partner. You may already be in a relationship, and you may be releasing the baggage that's required for you to start a family. You could be choosing to walk away from a job, or to not give a job all of yourself, freeing you up to find something even greater. It's going to be different for all of you. But you're about to step into this energy as the muse of inspiration. That is the King. Someone who is so sure of what they want and they're not afraid to go after it. Someone who trusts their intuition, trusts the guidance of the universe, and makes stuff happen. I was about to curse, but I was told not to. You're gonna make stuff happen for you. No longer waiting for other people. No longer waiting for other people. You're taking life by the bulls. Taking the bull by the horns, and you're making things happen for yourself. No longer being too timid. I have to show you this card because it keeps appearing. 7 of Inspiration. I feel like this battle for you, it's going to be one where you feel quite alone, where you feel as though no one understands you. People in your life may just question what the hell it is that you're doing. They might wonder why you're letting go of this job that pays the bills, why you're letting go of this job that you've been at for so long. It could be you walking away from toxic relationships in your life that are not serving your highest good. You may feel as though you are fighting against everyone. And I don't want to say everyone, but like you're on your own. This may even be a feeling of you going back and forth with yourself sometimes, saying, why am I doing this? Is it really worth it? And the answer here is that yes, it is worth it to keep putting one foot in front of the other, because you are about to bring in so many prayers that you have had on your heart. And once they start showing up, you're going to understand exactly why you had to do what you did. You're going to understand the power that you hold in creating your best life and manifesting the things that you know are worthy of you, of manifesting the things that you deserve, the relationships, the experiences. All right, I have some final, or I can't say final, but some cards here that are going to give me insight into the harvest that you will be reaping, the blessings that you will receive after this. We already know that you're receiving some unanswered prayers, right? Those prayers are about to get answered, but let's see what else we have. Oh, and we know that your spiritual gifts are about to deepen or awaken in general. Claircognizant, clairvoyancy are the main ones that came to mind, but you have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. And you have, was she once a Selkie? Card 16. We'll have to read that together. This is a new deck for me. I'm still learning it. But right off the bat, what I'm seeing, nothing is yet set in stone. It's like the blessings that will be coming into you is you realizing that anything is possible. Nothing is yet set in stone. You don't have to settle for mediocrity. You don't have to dim your light in order to be accepted. You don't have to push away your own prayers and desires in order to fit in. You get to have what you want, and you get to make it happen. Nothing in this life is set in stone except for death. And that's only, if you believe it, death of this vessel. If you believe it, your soul gets to go on. Nothing is yet set in stone. Anything is possible. And I feel like over this course of you planting these seeds, of you nurturing them in the harvest, you're going to be sent signs and synchronicities that are going to show you that you're on the right path, that are going to show you that, I feel like it's going to be things that you thought were impossible, that you thought could never happen in your life, that are going to just show up. This could be like you putting yourself out there for a promotion at work or a new job, and you're thinking, not in a million years will I get this. But because you've already done some of the work of releasing the baggage, you get that job. And it just blows your mind, and it enhances that solar plexus chakra even more, strengthens that chakra even more, helping you to believe in yourself. This could be something like, maybe someone asks you out and you don't really think it's going to go anywhere. You're not putting any expectations on it. And it turns out to be an amazing person that you end up having a committed relationship with. Could even be the one. Still, you never thought that it would happen for you. Or it could be like you decide to ask someone out who you are timid and afraid to ask out because you think that there's no way they'd go out with you in a million years, and they accept. It's going to be little miracles like that that begin happening in your life to show you that you are on the right path, that you really can create your own reality. Trust in your intuition, trust in your emotions, and allowing them to guide you along the way. All right, page 16, or card 16. We have What she wants is selkie. Okay. Meaning, a memory of utter bliss, dreams of freedom, complete unto herself, satisfied to be without allegiance. She or one's own truth is foremost. One of the blessings that you're coming into is that you're stepping into your own complete and utter truth. This goes back to that 7 of inspiration, where you may feel alone, where you may feel like you are fighting a losing battle, but you're not, because it's helping you to step into your own truth. The truth that nothing is yet set in stone, that anything is possible, that you can create the life that you want, regardless of what has happened in your past, regardless of what people have told you. You're stepping into your sovereignty. And throughout this process, there's going to be something that creates that memory of utter bliss. There's going to be something that makes you just feel so good about yourself, that you did this, that you went through it, that you accomplished this, that is going to be like a forever memory that you get to look back on and be like, this happened because I took this step. This happened because I was brave enough to stand up for myself and go after what I wanted. This happened because of X, Y, Z. It's going to be different for all of you, so please come back and tell me what that is for you. But lots of blessings will be coming in for you because of this seed that you planted. I feel like more positive, supporting relationships. The card even spoke about travel. You may have some opportunities to travel that show up for you. Maybe you get to take that trip that you never thought would happen in a million years. It's going to be different for all of you. But let's get some tea leaf fortune cards to get more insight on the blessings. And look, you have 4-leaf clover pop over. Great, good fortune. That is what is coming in for you. You have months of the year, March. I feel like for many of you, you will really feel as though you're stepping into your energetic sovereignty. Really feel like you are stepping into this place where you can really trust your intuition, trust that inner voice come March time. The next March after you watch this video. Next, you have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. Once again, another card about travel. You will finally be able to take a mental vacation, clearing out that mental chatter, doubting yourself, questioning yourself. And I feel many of you will be able to take a physical, literal vacation. Next, we have skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. I feel like, this is all about the blessings coming in, right? So I feel like there's been secrets within yourself. Things that have held you back, that have made you dim yourself, made you not trust your intuition, question yourself, and these things are going to be revealed to you. That is part of this process of you healing them and stepping into this place of feeling more secure in yourself, stronger in yourself. I feel like you're going to be releasing some fears. Next, you have money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. You're going to find that money path for yourself along this journey. And then you have teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Once again, friendship coming in for you, coming in hot. This could be, once again, that forever partner that you are best friends with. This could be a new, just non-sexual friend. And I feel like this is also a new friendship within yourself. You're going to be speaking to yourself completely differently after this journey is over. You're going to have a deeper sense of love for yourself. We're going to finish off with some final words of encouragement from the universe. You have gardenia. Listen to the divine whisper stirring in your heart. That's that trust. Trust yourself during this process. There are some things in your life right now that you know are not right. There are some things that are causing you to escape, causing you to have that escapism where you're living in the past and focused on the future and not living in this present moment. Discover those things. Bring those hidden secrets to the surface. Finish out that healing work that needs to be done so that you can step fully into your power. Next, you have, don't look back. You're not going that way. Don't look to the past. What the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve 100%. That is that prayer. Group 1. If this resonated with you, if it brought you some excitement, some hope for your future, please let me know down in that comment section. Subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, and like this video. If you would like some assistance in just bringing those hidden secrets up to the surface and allowing them to guide you and allowing the things in your life that need to fall away, please feel free to reach out to me for some coaching sessions. You can find my website listed down in the description box. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose this wildflower mix, this will be your message from the universe all about the current manifestations that you are planting or have recently planted, how to nurture those manifestations, and the harvest that you can expect to reap, the blessings that will come in for you, and hopefully get some timing as well into when that will happen for you. So, right off the bat, as I'm speaking, I'm just going to be channeling anything that wants to come in as I'm planting your seeds here. And then we will go through some oracle cards, get some tarot cards, and finish off with some final words of encouragement from the universe. So right away, I don't know if this is a stock like this card, but to me it sort of looked like it, so I went with it. I'm being called to tell you that the seeds that you are planting right now, or recently planted, have to do with your sense of stability. I was shown the root chakra. This is all about, I was shown roots going deep into the earth. And I feel like that's what you are doing. It's like you are stabilizing yourself. You are really sort of digging your heels in, because I feel like there's about to be a major growth and expansion, a major blossoming within your life. Like you're getting very grounded and steady, focused on something. And it's going to bring in some big results for you. I'm being drawn to this flower here and this flower. It's like, it's not just going to be one thing that blossoms in your life. It's going to be multiple. And I'm also feeling like, so because this is a wildflower mix, this is meant to help the bees, help the birds. I feel like what you're doing is ultimately really going to help the world around you. Maybe your community, maybe help in a larger global way. This could have something to do with actually helping the planet. It's going to be different for all of you, so apply it to your situation as it fits. But it's like, it's going to bring some sort of abundance, not only to your life, but to the lives of people around you. And I forgot to say this in group 1, but I will be nurturing these plants. I am a certified square foot gardener, and I love doing this stuff. I love getting my hands into the dirt and planting things to help the environment, to help the animals around us. So I feel like that's who you are at a soul level too. You're just someone who you want to give back. You want to help preserve this planet. You want to help people to heal. But let's see what your cards have to say. I'm just going to leave that under there for a moment. Let's read this card for you. Card 35, focus. It says, stocks offer confidence, calmness, and a centered place to rest amid turmoil and change. It is time to focus, to think more deeply, and slow down. Your personal truth needs some attention, so don't let it get lost in your present dealings. Stocks also indicate and lead you to a balanced place in emotional swings. Be careful of losing yourself amid the behaviors of others. That's why I was feeling that grounded energy. Other people have a way, I'm going to say that differently. You get triggered by people, by their actions, by their lack of attentiveness, their lack of caring about anything outside of themselves. And I do feel as though you are focused on creating some sort of change within your environment. Maybe finding a way where, a better way of supporting the world around you, supporting people, supporting the earth, whatever it is. You have a big heart. And because of that big heart, people trigger you. You get triggered. But it's like the seeds that you're planting or recently planting, the things that you're manifesting, is learning how to control those emotions and channel them into something more productive. No longer getting caught up in what people are doing or not doing. You know, I'm feeling like, don't take this the wrong way, like there was, or maybe still is, a bit of a judgmental view that you may have. Like you may look at people and just really judge them. You could also be very hard on yourself, thinking that you should be doing better in certain areas of your life. But it's like you're stepping into this place where you're learning how to alchemize this energy of judging others, judging yourself, and learning how to hone it and put it to better use. All right. You received a lot of oracle cards here. These next cards are going to give me some more insight into the seeds that you are planting and how to nurture them. You have confusion, miracle with the solar plexus chakra, and milk and honey, card 51 in reverse. Wow, I went to pick up the book and I opened to the right page, so I know I'm meant to read it. It says, protection message. A nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly before the feelings return, and you need to re-up until you're exhausted, feeling worse than ever. You may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. That is the light. Now is the time for practicing extreme self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you'll regret later. You are so loved, so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. Group 2, I feel like many of you are coming into awareness that the confusion, the understanding yourself better in the ways that you get triggered, the things that do trigger you. You may deal with some anxiety, some overthinking, overanalyzing. You could get up in your head a lot. And what you're trying to manifest is more calmness and peace of mind. Being able to release judgments of others, release judgments of yourself. To finally be able to step into this land of milk and honey. Like, this is an abundant place. This is a place of so much love, so much nurturing. I feel like part of what's been going on for you is that you've been confused about who you are at your core, how you want to show up in the world. You've maybe, I'm seeing a chameleon, like someone who has changed themselves a lot in order to try to fit in with others, just so that you're not alone. But I feel like you're coming to this place of understanding that you would much rather be alone than around idiots. That's what I just heard in my head. So don't take that like I'm judging people. Like, that's literally what I heard. You might have a tendency to just call people idiots, like, you moron. Because you see things from a higher perspective. You see things differently than the average person. And you're meant to. And not everyone is meant to see it the way that you see it. You might be called in life to share the knowledge that you have, to share the perspectives that you have. But at the same time, you can't keep putting yourself in circles and situations around people or in specific jobs that do not serve you, that don't align with you. And that's where you're starting to get more grounded and rooted in who you are. You're stepping into your own power. No longer trying to fit in with society. And actually, this is also how you nurture it, is to stop trying to fit in with other people around you, with society, with the norm. You are not the norm. You are not meant to be normal. I'm being called to also read the prosperity message here because it aligns. Okay, it says, there is only one authentic you. This version of yourself is Spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into the prosperity and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. Yes. It's all about how you look at things. If you look at the people around you as, you know what? Not everyone is meant to be the same. We all have our unique journeys, our unique paths ahead. We all have our unique roles to play in this life. Then it will trigger you less. Then you will be able to stay within your own energy. You will be able to alchemize that judgmental energy into something more productive, which is discovering who you are, showing up as your authentic self, no longer trying to fit into places that you know don't align with you. Queen of Inspiration is the tarot card that fell out. And it actually fell out in reverse, so I'm going to take it that way. The way that you nurture this manifestation. I feel like, first off, you might be very fiery. You might be quick to judge. Maybe perhaps, yes, just very quick to judge. I just keep going back to that word, judging. It's like you can see all the things that other people are doing wrong, but you haven't been fully able to see it within yourself. And the way that you nurture this is by taking a pause, taking the focus off of everyone and everything else around you and focusing on yourself. You focusing on other people, other things, what they're doing wrong, what they could do better, it's not going to help you grow. It's not going to help you cultivate the life that you want. It's not going to help you bring in the miracles in your life that you want to see. You're being called to turn that fire inward, to do everything in your power that you can to grow, to learn about who you are, what you want, what makes you tick, the life that you want to live. And then you're being called to follow that passion. Next, you have the 8 of materials coming out. You're being called to focus and do the work. Do that inner work. Yes, just do that inner work. Put your energy into you. You have such a strong energy. You have such a magnetic energy. And lately in life, you may be feeling as though you just keep getting the same crappy people and experiences. And that's because you're focusing on these other crappy people and experiences. So in order to nurture this manifestation, you're being called to just focus on yourself. Even pull yourself away from these other circumstances if you're able to. Learning to see things in a different way. Being willing to see your own power, to see your own inner light, and allow that inner light to guide you. We have Temperance underneath the deck. Definitely all about alchemizing. Definitely all about having patience in this process, because I feel like you are so fiery. You want things to happen yesterday, and it's not going to go like that. It's going to be a journey. But along this journey, you're going to experience so many miracles. So many answers are going to be cleared up for you. Underneath that, you also have awakening. You are awakening to who you are, to the light that you are, to the powerhouse that you are. You're awakening to this, the Queen of Inspiration. That is who you are, someone who is confident in themselves, not afraid to be themselves, not afraid to be a round peg in a world full of squares, right? Being willing to be as eccentric and as unique as you like, giving 0 Fs, knowing that if you follow your passion, your desires, that you will be a-okay. I love that for you. All right, we have some more cards here. They're going to give me some insight into the harvest that you will be sowing, the blessings that you will be receiving after going through this journey. You have Believe in the Impossible, Blue Moon, and Sweet Ostara Harvest. Interesting. We'll read that card together and figure out what that's all about. Believe in the impossible. I feel like okay, so I keep going back to this message of like just judging the situation. You've been surrounded by so many people who don't align with you, so many experiences and situations that do not align with you, that you're like, this is it. This is what life is. Trigger warning here. You might want to skip ahead, I don't know, 3 clicks, but Some of you could have dealt with suicidal tendencies because you've just felt so different, so alone. And even if that is not you, where you've had those tendencies, you may have just really felt different and alone in this world, wondering where you fit in. That's where that confusion comes from again, wondering what your purpose is, what we're all doing here, what you're doing here. And it's like you started to lose faith that there was more to this life than what meets the eye. The blessing that's coming in for you is that you're going to see how everything was connected, how everything had to happen just as it did to bring you to this moment that you will reach in the future. Lead you to this moment of being your authentic self, being able to stand in your power, to be yourself. And I feel like, well, I know 100% that you stepping into this energy is going to be like a flame. And it's going to attract in all those like-minded people, all the people who think like you, who see the world like you. It's going to attract the people who want to even learn from you. This will attract the right romantic partners if you're looking for romance. This will attract the right friends. This will attract the right jobs. And it's like, I feel like some of you have been just so low, just thinking, oh my gosh, what is the point? But the miracle coming in, the blessing coming in is that you're going to understand that point. You're going to understand the why. All right, let's read this card for you. 15. It says meaning. Reconnecting to vitality, feeling invigorated and inspired. That is that queen of inspiration, 100%. Ready for action, love, creativity, laughter, and joy. A desire to move and dance with the rhythms of the earth and her creatures. Caring for young ones, caring for your own inner world. Bright, sparkling, warm energy, curiosity, high engagement and interaction with the world and nature. Inhabiting nature, gladly and fully. That is that rooting. This is you finally being grounded within yourself, knowing exactly who you are, knowing what you are willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept. Just feeling a zest for life, a zeal for life. Just, it's like it's going to be like a rebirth. My crown chakra is just lit up for you right now too. It's like it's going to just feel so invigorating, so exciting, like you're seeing the world with a fresh new pair of eyes. I love this for you, group 2. I love this. Stay focused on yourself. Your intuition, your emotions are really trying to help you through this process. Allow them to do so. Follow those emotions. Wherever you're confused, that's where you're being called to do a deep dive and to look at yourself. What is confusing you? Because that confusion, I feel, is having to come from the fact that you're trying to live life by other people's, trying to live life on other people's terms and not on your own terms. You're bringing in judgment. You're bringing in balance. This is also telling me with that awakening card that you are, if you are someone, first off, who feels that they have already experienced the lows, the lowest of the low, you're bringing in the balance to experience those highs, experience those miracles in life that you see people around you having. But it's like you're going to experience them on a whole nother level because you've seen the darkness and now you're stepping into the light. I love this for you. Oops, one fell on the floor. Okay, one more shuffle, and then we'll get some more insight onto the blessings that are coming into your life, and then we'll finish finish off with some final words of encouragement from the universe. All right, you have Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. Yep, success is coming in. Beryl, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. That is that confusion. You're wondering why you're lacking these things, and those answers are about to come in, and you're about to start a new cycle of not feeling like you're missing out on those things. Lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. Once again, that takes me back to that fiery energy. You're learning how to control your emotions, to not let things trigger you. Bell, announcement. An important announcement is coming into your life. Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. I feel like this goes with that confusion card. It's not going to be hurting your heart for much longer. Just saw 55 on the clock. So much incredible change is coming into your life. And over this time, things will seem tumultuous. Things will seem chaotic. Your emotions might be all over the place. You might be going back and forth in your own head. Keep pushing through, because this is what awaits you on the other side. Throne, position of authority, that queen of inspiration. You are reclaiming your throne. Astral house, we have love. Love is coming into you. That could be a romantic partner, that could be a friendship. This could be a deeper love and understanding for yourself and this life that you've been given. Then months of the year, you have December. For many of you, you will be beginning to feel that spark for life, that new way of looking at life, that excitement come the month of December. This is a timeless reading, so the next December after you watch this video is when you can expect these things to start taking shape within your life. Let's get some words of encouragement from the universe. Ooh, you received a lot. Okay. You have forget me not. Always remain true to your intentions. Keep that focus. Remain true to yourself. Lotus, stand still for now and listen to your life. Like I said. Gardenia, listen to the divine whisper stirring in your heart. Those emotions are trying to guide you. Snowdrop, tomorrow brings the illumination of your hopes. 100%. The miracles that you want, they will be coming in. You just have to do the work. All right, you have a little progress each day adds up to big results. That goes back to that patience. The temperance card. Yeah, temperance right there. The temperance card that we saw. Do a little bit every day and keep moving forward. Do not give up in this process. And then you have the best view comes after the hardest climb. Exactly. That is that justice, that duality coming into play. You've had to climb, you've had to claw and dig your way out of some holes, out of some dark places. That sun is going to shine so bright when you get to the other side. Group 2. If this resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. If you would like to schedule some coaching sessions to help you work through any confusion, to help you really focus on what needs to be focused on right now so that you can create the changes that you want to see in life, feel free to reach out to me at my website. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye. Hello, Group 3. If you chose the purple crushed cauliflower seeds, these will be your messages of the manifestations that you are planting or recently planted, how to nurture them, and the blessings that you will be receiving after this process is all over. I've already pulled some oracle cards for you. We'll take a peek at those, get some tarot cards, and finish off with some more oracle cards. So I'm just going to plant your seeds and channel any messages that want to come through for you. So right away, with this cauliflower, I'm getting an image of a brain. I feel like what's happening for you is that you are transitioning from one way of thinking, one way of looking at the world, into another, finding balance within your thoughts, within your emotions. Even rewiring your brain. You could resonate with being neurodivergent. You could resonate with rewiring your nervous system after trauma. I just saw PTSD flash before my mind, or even CPTSD if this is there was some type of abuse that was going on for a long period of time. But you're moving past it. Intuitively, you have been led here. Intuitively, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 seeds wanted to come out, but I'm only going to plant one because I've already planted most of my garden already. Intuitively, you knew that it was time to move towards a new direction of unconditional love. Unconditional love for yourself, unconditional love for the people around you. I feel like there's a lot of forgiveness taking place, a lot of making amends with your past, so to speak. No longer allowing it to control you, no longer allowing it to shape the way that you see the world. It's like you're shaking it off. I just got Taylor Swift, Shake It Off. How does that song go? She starts off saying, I stay out too late. Basically, the song is about other people's opinions of what this person is doing. She goes through relationships too fast. She stays out partying too late. She's doing all this and that wrong, right? But you just got to shake it off. That's what you're doing. It's like you are stepping from this place, I feel like, of caring so much about what other people thought, what other people had to say. They projected this energy onto you that created so many burdens, emotional burdens upon you. And that was having a major impact on your life, preventing you from living life as happily as you could, preventing you from accomplishing as much as you could. And what's happening is that you're releasing it, clearing up headspace, bringing in more calmness to your mind, your mental chatter, focusing on what you know to be true about you, and living your life based on that. I just happened to look at the clock and I saw 11:33 on my clock. So once again, 11s are showing up for you. I feel like you've been seeing a lot of synchronicity around you, whether that's repeating numbers, whether that's the same song coming on, or people saying the same odd phrase, or I don't know. It's going to be different for all of you, so apply it to your life as it fits. But I feel like there's been lots of synchronicity. And the synchronicity is happening to tell you that you are starting a new path, that what you've been praying for to end is finally ending, and you're stepping into this new beginning. And you are being fully supported by the universe along this journey, that you are safe, that you are protected, that you don't need to worry about skeletons jumping up out of your closet, about people trying to come and retaliate in any sort of way, Spirit's got your back. Those people, those low vibe energies are going to be blocked. You don't have to worry about falling back into old habits, because once you learn this lesson, once you grow into this emotional maturity and spiritual maturity, there's no going back. So trust the process. Don't doubt yourself over this time. Don't question whether or not don't question whether or not it was right to leave that job, leave those people, to start acting so coldly. And I want to say it's not even coldly, it's just you just not giving people the time of day. People who don't have your best interests at heart, the time of day. Situations that don't have your best interests at heart, the time of day. It's like you're really beginning to step into this phase of living your life for you, the way that you were meant to live it. No longer trying to please others, no longer trying to make other people happy. No longer dimming yourself or dumbing yourself down even to accommodate other people's fragile egos. Okay. Let's read this card for you. Card 11. You have, it says, cauliflower heralds a change. This might have happened recently, be happening soon, or the energy around a change is unsettled. A rebirth can now take place, and if you're holding on to what has gone before, it is time to let go for good. A reactivation can take place in any area of your life if there has been a lull or setback. Be wary of deceit or corruption. Change, rebirth. You could have been drawn to any of the other groups. If you were, I suggest you watch them. Especially group 2. Change. You're bringing things into balance within your life. For too long, I feel like you played by other people's rules. I'm getting the crown tingles. And now you're beginning to play by your own. All right. These next, wow, you received the most cards out of anybody. The next cards out are going to give me some insight into the seeds, again, that you have been planting, the manifestations that you have been putting out into the universe, and what you can do to nurture those manifestations. You have soulmate with the root chakra, followed by to the sea, card 7. Truth be told, card 14. And unfinished symphony, card 10. You may have been trying to manifest a soulmate, whether that is a romantic partner, friend, soul tribe. Could even be that soulmate type of job, just that job that will not only pay the bills, but make you feel good about yourself. How to nurture it. You're being called to give it to God, to let Jesus take the wheel, to stop going back and forth in your mind about what to do, because you already know what to do. If something is stealing your peace, stealing your joy, that is a sign that it is not meant to be in your life. This could be for a season, this could be for a lifetime. We never know. It's time to admit the truth to yourself of how something is making you feel. Admit the truth to yourself of what is not right within your world. And make the necessary decisions to put things right. Letting go of the fears, letting go of holding on to things for fear that Well, once again, that's the fear. Okay, back up. I feel as though some of you have been holding on to things, people, situations because you feel that nothing will come in to take its place. And these are the lies that you've been told. These are the projections that people have placed upon you in some way. During this journey, you may have some memories pop up about the origins of these projections and how they have shaped your world, shaped how you view life, shaped how you live your life. And if they do come up, it's coming up so that you can heal it and let it go. I'm feeling like there could have been some type of control issues too, of trying to control situations within your life, having to have everything planned out for fear that things would go wrong if you didn't. Always trying to be 10 steps ahead of the universe, expecting the worst in situations, changing yourself even, back to group 2, feeling that energy, changing yourself of how you present yourself, how you show up in the world in order to try to control other people's views of you. You've maybe made yourself a very agreeable person, a very, just very agreeable, going with the flow even though you knew that it wasn't what you wanted. Always having that smile on your face, always having your makeup done, always just looking the best that you could look in order to control how people viewed you. And that's not to say that you were doing something wrong. It's just what you were taught. You maybe learned at an early age that certain things that you did, how should I say this? You may have learned at an early age that there were certain ways that you could control your environment. Let's say that you had a parent who was very judgmental or who was quick to temper. You soon learned that being perfect or doing everything right, staying quiet, controlled their behavior. It lessened their behavior, right? You could have learned that you complaining or sharing your opinions about something that you didn't like caused this parent or this ex-friend or lover, whoever, to react very harshly and be very mean to you. So you learned to stop sharing your opinions, to hide your truth in order to keep the peace. Whatever it was, I feel like that brain is going to be working overtime. That brain is already working overtime. You're being called to go with the flow of it, to allow whatever is transpiring in your life to happen and trust the process. Because what it's doing is it's closing out this chapter where you felt trapped, I feel like, where you felt afraid, unable to fully be yourself, unable to walk away from people, places, and things that were making you miserable. And it's going to bring you to this place of feeling more grounded, more secure, being able to trust your intuition, being able to trust your feelings, your emotions, being able to speak your truth. And that will also lead you to some people and situations, things that really have your best and highest good in mind, that are really there to support you, to be there for you, to love you the way that you deserve to be loved. Your first tarot card out is Page of Voices. What you can do to nurture this manifestation is to start speaking up for yourself. I feel like there's been ways in which you have held your voice back, in which, like the examples I just gave, you learned to act differently, to fit into molds in order to please other people. You're being called to do what you can in order to please yourself, to live the life that you want. You have Queen of Inspiration. That also came out in group 2. You're being called to step into your power. I feel like there's been times in your life where you have wanted to get angry, but you have not allowed yourself to get angry. You've kept yourself very docile. This is a slightly different energy than group 2, but there may be some things in group 2 that resonate with you. But where you have not allowed yourself to go after your passions, your desires, because of these projections that other people placed on you, because you were taught at an early age that you had to be someone different in order to be accepted. It's time to leave that behind. To give that old person over to God and step into who you were always meant to be. Someone who is strong in their convictions, someone who can stand up for themselves, someone who can think for themselves, someone who doesn't have to follow the crowd, go along with the majority, who's not afraid to be themselves. Your final tarot card out is the 10 of Materials. It's time for you to step into your abundance. That is how you cultivate this manifestation. This is how you nurture this manifestation. Allowing all of your beautiful colors, all of your uniqueness to shine through. Accepting who you are and no longer being afraid to show it. I'm really being drawn to this rose here at the top. All of these other roses here are one colored, but this one is multi-dimensional, and that's you. You're meant to be at the top. You're meant to feel like you are in charge of your own life. And by you standing out and being yourself, thinking for yourself, following that voice inside your head, this is going to bring, once again, those people in your life who are meant to be there, but I also feel like it's going to bring the people around you closer together. I'm hearing like you are a generational curse breaker. You may be breaking some generational trauma. And even if people don't tell you, right? Even if they don't show it, their appreciation to you of speaking out, of breaking free of that chain, they're going to feel so grateful for it, because it's going to not only help you, it's going to help the people before you, and it's going to help the people after you. You are the center of all of this. You. You're changing things for decades to come within your generation, not your generation, but within your lineage. I love it for you. All right, these next cards are going to give me some insight into the blessings that you will be able to reap once you are done with this journey. You have your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon, followed by hold your vision, fixed moon. Next, you have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. Didn't I just say that 11:33, that the universe is trying to let you know that you are safe? It's time to take action, new moon in Aries. And then you have the comforts of friendship, card 5. The blessings that will be coming into your life are the dreams that you've had for yourself. You're seeing how they actually manifest. The dreams of relationships, stable, solid relationships, or you get to be yourself, or you get to feel that unconditional love and feel accepted. You're going to feel secure and safe. You're going to know that you did it. Whether or not the people around you come and give you that thank you, you're going to know that you did it, that you persevered, that you did not give up, and you made it to the other side. I feel like there's strong emotional healing coming in for you. That is the blessing that's coming in. A stronger sense of who you are and being unapologetically you. Being unafraid to even go it alone if you have to, knowing that you have everything that you need inside of you and from the universe. The comforts of friendship. Let's read that one. The comforts of friendship. It says, meaning, companions of the soul, long-term friends, being known and understood. Exactly. Soulmates. That's what's coming in. You will no longer feel alone. You will no longer feel rejected. You will no longer feel misunderstood, because the people who are meant to be in your life, they will come in once you make your way through this journey. You're going to put an end to feeling unseen. You're going to put an end to playing by other people's rules. I feel like this situation is going to enhance your confidence so much more. You could deal with lack of confidence or lack of self-worth, and it's like, this is time to take action. It's like, it's going to light a fire in your belly of knowing that you have what it takes, to go through hard stuff and to do it on your own, that you don't need to be codependent upon anyone. I'm also feeling like some codependency vibes. That you don't have to settle, be anyone that you're not, that you get to have your view of what life should be, and you get to experience it. This is really drawing me to my family. So in my family, the elders never really would give love, right? And once the children grew up, it was expected that the children had to put in all the work in order to have any sort of relationship with the elders, with their parents, with their grandparents, whoever. And that was something that was never right for me. Like, it should not be one-sided. It should be reciprocal. It should be balanced. If you want to be a part of my life, then you need to make that effort. But no matter how much I begged and fought and stated my opinions about it, it just was not going to change, because people were stuck in their own ways. So I had to make the call to walk away, to leave it all behind and just live my life the way I wanted to, raising my children the way that I felt that they should be raised, that teaching them that they deserve to be shown love as much as they give love. And I'm much happier for it. I have met some very amazing friends, formed some very amazing relationships with people who now reciprocate what I give, who show up for me without the need to beg for it. And this could be a situation within your own family dynamics or not. It doesn't have to be, but it was just an example of, just an example. Yes, just an example. I don't know where else I was going to go with that. See if we can get some timing for you. All right, let's get some tea leaf fortune cards. You have Gong, an exciting event. You have an exciting event to look forward to after finishing this journey. Older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. This could be a soulmate that is coming in. Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. That is that transition. Knowing that the hardest part is over. You got over the hump, and now you get to move forward, living your life. Next, you have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Candle, you will be shown the way. 100%. That's your intuition. Cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. This is what is guiding you. These emotions of dissatisfaction, of feeling rejected, feeling left out, feeling unseen, unheard. Allow them to guide you through this process. Hills, obstacles to overcome, but you will overcome them because you're being shown the way. And know that you are safe and protected throughout this whole process. That you're not doing this work in vain. That you're not walking away from people, jobs, situations in vain. You will be able to reap the harvest after the seeds that you reap the harvest. You will be able to put an end to this lack, to the low vibe energy, and step into abundance. Next, you have eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Exactly. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. You are in need of help, assistance, and a guidance. And a guidance. Is that what I said? And a guidance. But the universe is helping you. This is why you have to the sea. Give it to God. Give your worries and concerns about what's going to happen next over to a higher power and focus on doing the work that you can right now, staying steady, staying the course. Next, you have broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. You may be trying, like the example that I just gave, to be the bridge, right? To show people how you want to be treated, to speak up for yourself. And you may have high hopes that someday they're going to see the light. Someday they're going to accept you and love you the way that you deserve to be loved. It may not happen. And that is a-okay. Because God's rejection is your protection. If there's anyone or anything in your life that does not make it through to the other side with you after this journey, it is because they were not going to be able to sustain you, to love you the way that you deserve to be. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. The change that you're looking for is coming. Fox, you will receive a gift. I feel like it's a gift of change. Bull, plenty of material things. That could also be the gift. Then you have lobster, financial pinch. You may feel as though you are in a financial pinch right now. You could be holding on to certain people in your life because they may show up for you financially, and that could maybe freak you out of walking away from them, wondering of how you're going to be able to support yourself. Will they cut you out of that inheritance, whatever it is? Sometimes you have to be willing to give up things in order to gain so much more. And your timing card, you have June. So this is coming out in the month of May, but this is a timeless reading. So whenever you watch this, expect to start seeing some validation of your journey come that next month of June. If you see this in May, you could be seeing something as early as the next month of June, right? You could be meeting someone in June. You could have some sort of financial blessing come into your life in June. And I feel I'm also getting the message that it's not just a month-long process, right? If you are watching this when I put it out, this will go until next June. It's like you're going to be learning this lesson. You're going to be transitioning from one phase of life into a new phase of life over the next year. But as you do so, as you allow people and things that are not filling your cup to fall away, you will find new people and things who will fill your cup just as much as you fill theirs. All right? Oh, I sat down like there's no more cards. We're going to finish up with some final words of encouragement from the universe. You have Gerbera, show appreciation and joy shall follow. Show appreciation for what you have in your life. Show appreciation for the fact that you are coming up out of entrapment, coming up out of imprisonment. That's the word. Thank you, Spirit. Coming up out of imprisonment. You're no longer going to feel the need. You're no longer going to feel like you have to hide parts of yourself in order to be accepted. Find joy in that, even if you feel like you are alone. Find joy. Because the more that you love yourself and accept what is happening, the sooner and quicker, or they're the same thing, the quicker that Spirit will be able to bring more joy into your life. You have Snapdragon. Listen with care. Speak with kindness. Listen to your heart. Listen to your emotions. Go easy on yourself over this time. You have Poppy. Remember who you wanted to be. Remember who you wanted to be, not what other people wanted you to be. Right? Oh. All right. Then you have do more of what makes you happy. Once again, you follow your happiness. It does not matter what other people's opinions are of your life. They don't have to live your life. They don't have to live with your heart. Follow your heart. If you wanted to be a dancer and your family told you that that wasn't reliable, that wasn't realistic, so you settled for something else, F that. Go do what makes you happy. And then you have a mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work if it isn't opened. Back to that brain energy that I was getting. Open your mind, expand your mind. Something in life has left you very closed-minded. It has put you into a box. And now it's time for you to break free, allowing yourself to be you. Group 3. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, leave a comment letting me know. If you would like to schedule some coaching sessions to help you make this transition, I 100% know how difficult this transition can be because I've done it myself. I'm still doing it, and it gets easier along the way. Reach out to me at my website, and I would love to help guide you through it. If you would like to help support the channel even more, there is a donation link as well as an Amazon wish list listed in the description box below. All purchases from that wish list will come with a free reading, so please make sure to include an email address so that I know how to contact you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye.